This week on WestfordCAT News, we tell you about the class of 2020's difficult choices.
And I think Mr. Antelli hit it spot on with that the kids really just want one last time to be together.
We alert you to the latest state requirement regarding COVID-19. We give you a heads up on how Memorial Day will be observed in Westford. Stay tuned, WestfordCAT News is next. No prom, no last night, no graduation ceremony on the expansive Trustees Field, no gathering of any kind for the 400 or so graduating seniors. The Westford Academy class of 2020 has been overpowered by COVID-19 when all they want, they say, is to come together one last time. During a typical year, prom would take place this month, graduation would be held on the first Friday of June, and last night would kick in that evening. But there's nothing typical about 2020. Here's class president Matt Wasilician.
And I think Mr. Antelli hit it spot on with that the kids really just want one last time to be together. With Governor Charlie Baker's directive to close all schools for the academic year, that resulted in all senior privileges and activities being kind of canceled. And that includes the June 5th, 2020 deadline or graduation date. And we, as a class 2020, need someone kind of to bring us home, to something to root for, something to look forward to, and something to kind of keep us motivated to finish our distance learning and power through. And we believe that having a graduation together, graduates first, of course, then the staff, then the parents, would be a great opportunity to say goodbye one last time to our high school, town, and community. And going off that, we polled the students on social media. We also hosted a Q&A session with the class 2020 where they could come and ask questions for a half hour. And they resounded the same song. So they definitely don't want a virtual graduation, and we really just kind of want someone to hope for here. And even parents also believe in the same thing. We also got 18 parent emails highlighting that they also don't want a virtual graduation. They want to see their kids walk across the stage, whether that be on their iPad at home or in a car in a parking lot or in the audience themselves. They just want to see their kids cross that stage, get their diploma.
WA Principal James Antonelli suggested the seniors come together on the weekend of August 7th, 8th, and 9th for a morning graduation ceremony on Trustees Field with social distancing and possibly wearing gloves. Another option would be on December 19th, with or without parents, for an indoor ceremony at Westford Academy. Antonelli said the seniors and educators will continue to search for solutions. Watch the entire school committee meeting at westfordcat.org. Beginning May 6th, Governor Charlie Baker ordered the use of face coverings when in public. This order requires that people over the age of 2 wear a face covering in public when social distancing is not possible. There are 3 versions of face coverings that are acceptable: a mask, a scarf, or a bandana or handkerchief. Visit westfordcatnews.org for details. The Select Board and School Committee met on May 5th to discuss the ongoing contract with Dee Bus Services. The 2 boards took no action. Director of School Finance Ingrid Nilsson sought guidance on how to honor the ongoing contract, given that the buses stopped running in mid-March when Governor Charlie Baker closed all schools in the state through the end of the school year. Nilsson proposed that the town pay 45% of the total to ensure the buses will be available when needed. Here's Nilsson.
So Westford is part of a group of 13 districts that have Dee Bus as their regular transportation vendor. Just as a side, Dee also provides quite a bit of special education transportation for us as well. So we have been negotiating with Dee. I'm with 2 other people, part of the negotiating team representing all the districts. Our thought is that we should pay for some of the general overhead, readiness. Town council and I have had numerous discussions about this, and that we need the buses when we come back. We absolutely do. But the group that of the 13 districts feel that, a fair percentage would be around the 45% range that would cover most of the vehicular costs, maintenance, not fuel, not labor.
Selectman Mark Cost expressed opposition to the payment.
I don't understand how a contract for which a private enterprise is potentially going to receive 2.5 months worth of salary and rent, for which we're getting no service on, why we have to subsidize that under some term that I'm not even sure is in the definition of, in a dictionary of whether the town can, to do everything it can do. What's that, Ingrid? I can't remember the term. It's
practicable.
Yeah, practicable. That's a ridiculous term as well. So anyway, I can't offer an opinion because I don't know how all of that stacks up. If I'm Dee Bus Company and I'm getting 2.5 months worth of salary, and that's going to cover me keeping my employees, then what is it that I'm paying for as a town for this bus contract? I don't get it, because those salaries are going to maintenance primarily.
Superintendent Bill Olson said the figure was fair.
We all know the concept of fixed and variable costs. What we're not paying is the variable cost. What I think we are obligated to, and I think it's that 45% figure, pay for that part of the contract that says we have buses here and they're ready to go, and they're part of the total part of the contract. And yes, whether it's the private sector or the public sector, where they're producing 0 units or 1 million units, there are those fixed costs. And that's where I think that 45% is a very fair figure to pay them.
School Committee Chair Avery Adams said her members were not ready to take a vote.
We will be taking a vote. We have been closely monitoring Ingrid's progress. We're not going to approve anything more than what Ingrid recommends, and definitely not in the 85% range.
The matter will be taken up again at the next joint meeting. To watch the entire May 5th meeting, visit WestfordCAT.org. Veteran Service Officer Ryan Cobley faced a Memorial Day challenge this year: how to hold the traditional observance without violating state social distancing requirements in light of COVID-19. He and WestfordCAT staff members are producing a video to honor the town's veterans who have died, giving residents the opportunity to reflect without a group gathering on the common. The video will include the military honor roll reading, as well as presentations by Select Board Chair Elizabeth Almeida, State Representative James Arcero, and Congresswoman Lori Trahan. Chaplain Arthur Pellerin will recite a prayer. All the recordings will be done remotely. Cobley said the flag at the Common will be raised at noon and a bugle will play taps. As always, wreaths will be placed at the monuments and flags will be laid at veterans' graves. Visit WestfordCatNews.org for details. I'm Patty Stalker, and you're watching Westford Cat News.